Yeah, and it's strange because a lot of these girls have given up. They probably think there's no way out, but no, there's a way out if you and I can start doing something. If you and I can start giving some concern to prostitution, especially child prostitutes, because this is something that goes far to affect them. These people, these tricks and Johns beat up these girls, and affects them mentally. It affects the whole life, and young people need very sound mind to grow up. We cannot have a generation that's full of prostitutes, and if we don't start doing something, we're gonna end up having a whole pool of people that think that, hey, having sex for money is something that is a new kind of livelihood for us. Because yes, we need to start doing something. We need to start embarking on initiatives that can help support these girls and take them out of the streets. Because there's no good thing about prostitution. If you go into the Bible, you go with everything, whatever your religious belief is, I know prostitution is definitely not in your kind of religion. It's something that every religion is against, but it's a social device that it's really piercing through our cultures and everything, regardless of who we are. We cannot say no to it, but I feel that's very wrong. We need to get these tricks and Johns off the streets, because they're the ones helping these girls and giving them a job to do. If we able to have these girls stay in rooms and learning or doing something better for themselves, and these tricks and Johns not bothering them, come on, they have nothing like prostitution going. But since it's becoming another option, for a second option to nothing, a lot of girls feel it's better for them to do that. And you cannot blame them, yes, because probably most of these girls are not educated. They don't know the consequence of whatever they're doing. They don't know the consequence of not protecting themselves, sleeping with people. It's so pathetic, as I said. They don't protect themselves because they don't know anything. They have been deceived by, hey, you're so young, so you cannot get pregnant. So what about the other sexually transmitted diseases that's so much talked about everywhere you go? There's HIV. A lot of people do not know. A lot of prostitutes, young prostitutes, do not know. And let me tell you, a lot of prostitutes deny a lot of things that go. They deny rape. They only call it rape when they don't get paid. Can you imagine? Because yes, I was raped because he didn't pay me. They deny rape and forget about the torture and things that come with rape, because nobody rapes anybody easily. You have to force somebody to rape somebody. And these girls deny that, because yes, it's the nature of the job. They just call it's like being loose. So if you don't get paid, they call it rape. And this is like really growing on a faster pace. It's something that's really tearing us apart, tearing our religion, our human values and everything apart. And a lot of things happen and we don't understand why. If we cannot eradicate prostitution, what else can we do for ourselves? For all these years, for how long will we remain silent and not do anything about this big problem that's really booming as the day goes by? Yes, you know what? I got problems with tricks and Johns. Those guys who go in for the girls, I got problem with it. Why can't you just have a girl or a wife on your own? And if you cannot stop going after prostitution, that means you get a problem. You probably need to seek an advice of a counselor or somebody who can advise, because you get a problem. If you cannot say no to prostitutes or going after them, then you get a real big problem. And prostitution goes far. These girls start and they cannot stop, so you cannot blame them. They just need somebody to just hold them and say, hey, it's okay, let's just go home. It's like saving somebody. You need to save them. They probably don't recognize what they're doing. They just need people. They need you and I to help them. The government might not be ready to do that. For how long can we wait for the government to be ready to put in rules, regulation, laws and all that to help eradicate this? For all these years and years have gone by. Before I was born into this world, prostitution did exist before I came. I don't know how much I can do, but I think the little that we can do can help eradicate prostitution. I don't know what you think, but I know that together we can do something. Because I see prostitutes around everywhere, anytime I speak to them, and I want to help them too. I want to get them off the streets. What are you going to do yourself? You have to do something, because nobody is actually willing to talk about their situation and help them. We all talking about poverty, we talking about HIV/AIDS, forget about prostitution. But prostitution really booms up what we call HIV/AIDS, because this word, the whole thing, it's all about sex, and it's a sexually transmitted thing. Very low rates of blood transfusion, all that get people infected. It's true sex. And if we cannot stop prostitution, how are we helping ourselves? I think the UN should take very good concern about these things and start doing something. And we all together can support each other